Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? What if I told you that our boy, no, our man, Jiyan, is finally getting the buff he's been waiting for? This is the moment that should have happened ages ago, but it's finally, gloriously looming on the horizon. Jiyan, the airborne war god himself, might just be receiving the love and attention he's been cruelly denied for the longest time once version 2.6 arrives. But wait, let's slow down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves because technically nothing is confirmed. But rumor has it that Iuno could be the key that unlocks Gian's true meta dominance. And if you think I'm exaggerating, just wait until you hear this. Yuno is shaping up to be a support that buffs heavy attack and provides arrow damage bonuses. That's not a simple wink. That's not a nudge. That's a full-blown meteor crashing onto the Gian main's Copium headquarters with a banner that reads, "We told you so." And let's be honest, when we first heard that Yuno might buff heavy attacks, our brains didn't immediately scream Augusta. No offense to her, but heavy attack synergy screams only one name and one name only. The Giga Chad. The one, the only, the Gian. For so long, he has been grinding through the meta with suboptimal support setups. Mortifi, yes, he's a nice little appetizer, but he's not the full course arrow buffing, heavy attack boosting, team healing banquet Gian's been starving for. You see, the challenge with Gian has never been his raw damage. Our boy hits like a jet engine with a grudge. If you know how to dodge cancel him, you will unlock additional damage potential. The problem has always been the lack of seasoning. The man is a 5-star steak, but until now, he's been served on a paper plate with a plastic fork. Sure, he's a high maintenance DPS. He makes you sweat. He stresses you out. And he makes you study frame data like it's an exam. But the payoff? Glorious. Absolutely worth every drop of mental stamina. And now, with Yuno possibly entering the picture, it feels like Guru Games is finally handing us the Michelin star support he's been missing. The last piece of the puzzle. And the divine ingredient in the ultimate recipe for airborne domination. And it gets even wilder. The current whispers suggest that Yuno may not just stop at buffing heavy attacks and arrow damage, she might also heal. Yes, that's right, a buffer and a healer, as if she just woke up one day and decided to become the ultimate Gian enabler. This throws Shorekeeper into an interesting position, because while Shorekeeper has been doing a phenomenal job of providing healing and synergy for Gian's team, Yuno could offer something a little more refined, a little more stylish, and a little more elegant. But why choose? What if we didn't have to? Imagine this: Yuno and Shorekeeper, throw away Mortifi, the dynamic Aero Dream Team supporting Gian like the true MVP he always is. Yuno hands him that sweet arrow damage and heavy attack boosts like it's a limited time gift box. And then Shorekeeper drops crit buffs like confetti at a parade. And the best part, they both take turns healing him, like two helicopter parents at an arena match, ready to patch up every scratch before he even notices it. It's the gourmet buffet of support synergy served with a side of overkill. This isn't just about theorycraft spreadsheets or damage per screenshot metrics. This is vindication wrapped in catharsis and delivered with a shiny bow. Gian mains have been through it all. The side eyes, the copium jokes, the tier list that labeled him good but not broken. But what happens when the devs finally hand him the support kit of his dreams? He doesn't just shine. He ascends like the majestic, spear wielding general he was always meant to be. And if this actually turns out to be true, then congratulations. we've officially discovered the Kuro Games master plan. Step 1, release a powerful but support-starved unit. Step 2, let that unit marinate in the Copium pool for a year while players justify their pulls with spreadsheets and unlimited passion. Step 3, unveil a tailor-made best in slot support who suddenly makes that unit look like meta royalty, instantly reigniting demand and reigniting your pity count. It's marketing genius. It's emotional manipulation. And it's honestly kind of brilliant. Painful, but brilliant. Yeah. So, yes, version 2.6 might still be a few months away. And yes, all of this could technically change. But if the rumors hold true, the writing might soon be on the wall, and it could read in bold, arrow infused calligraphy: Gian supremacy is back, baby. But what if it's not? Well, if Yuno turns out to be less Gian's savior and more Augusta's sidekick, we've still got options. Mortiphy might not be a gourmet buffet, but he's a reliable snack. Shorekeeper still got his back and solid healing and decent synergy. And hey, we Gian mains are used to working with less. We practically invented the art of sweating for style points. Worst case, Gian stays where he is, flashy, satisfying, and just meta adjacent enough to keep our pride intact while we wait for version 3.0 to drop a miracle. So yeah, Gian mains are collectively lighting candles, crossing fingers, and manifesting hard that this turns out to be true. Because let's face it, we don't know when Geshu-Lin is arriving, and even if he does, the odds of him being Gian's dedicated support are about as high as pulling back-to-back 5 stars without pity. Realistically, Geshu might just be another flashy DPS rocking either Electro or Havoc, ready to fight for screen time and not debuff the Arrow King. And haven't we suffered enough? Every time a new tier list drops, Gian gets quietly nudged off the bus like a side character in someone else's redemption arc. Only recently, after a much needed re-evaluation of the current power creep mess, has he started to get a sliver of the recognition he deserves. It's not that Gian fell off, it's that he got eclipsed by every new waifu with a shiny alt animation and a photogenic smile. The truth is, despite being the game's first limited 5-star, he has held his own with pure grit, precision, and the raw elegance of a man who never needed training wheels to begin with. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.